Hello everyone, in this video I'll be showing you a Soul Knife Mystic modded build guide in Baldur's Gate 3. So this is a modded class and I've been requested to make the Soul Knife for a while now, and I've been testing it for quite some time because it's an interesting martial class. It uses your intelligence to scale for the weapons and it's a lot of fun. So I'll be going through the full build here. So we're going to take the order of the Soul Knife here, which gives us the Hone the Blade, which we can spend psi points to be able to augment our soul knives, giving it up to a +4 enhancement. We also have the Consumptive Knife, which gives us 2 psi points after we reduce a target to 0 health points. At level 14, we can perform a melee attack against a creature which cannot be avoided. So it's pretty strong. We also get our Soul Knife here, which creates a weapon that does 1 to 8 psychic damage. However, we can enhance this even further, and it scales with strength, or it scales with intelligence instead of dexterity or strength. So with this, we're going to take for psionic talents. You can go with the blade meld because early on, if it prevents you from getting disarmed. However, I think that mind slam is really nice cantrip for knocking creatures prone, so we can go with that. Energy beam has its usefulness as well as mystic hand, but we'll take blade meld as well there. There's a few good ones to go with, like delusion if you want to use like a minor illusion type choice. And for our weapon, psionic assault's pretty good because we do get the psychic crush here, which is really powerful later on when leveling. But there's a few that are really great, like the psionic skirmishing here. Gain the effects of extra attack. So once we're able to spend 5 psi points, we get extra attack. Very useful. Blade Fury allows us to attack multiple creatures at a time. Energy Infusion lets us do multiple different damage types with this weapon. And Slice and Dice allows us to attack 2 enemies with quick succession. And can only be used when wielding a weapon in each hand. However, with the soul blades, we can put 1 in each hand, and then we can also use our psionic focus to get the effects of 2-weapon fighting. So it's really great. Now for our ability scores, we're going to want to go with something like this. So 16 dexterity, 16 intelligence, 14 constitution. This gives us a nice armor class, as well as it gives us some initiative too. So with the soul knife, we just cast that, and then we got ourselves a soul knife. It looks really cool. And then we can also cast and create another one there. So you just do that twice. Or I guess it puts the extra one in your inventory, but you can also do it that way if you'd like. And then we'll take our 2-weapon fighting, give ourselves a little bit extra damage there. So both of these will be doing the same amount. Now we're going to go through the full leveling here because this can get very strong. At level 2, we get our mystical recovery, so it'll give us health points equal 1 plus half your mystic level after we take out a target. So upwards of 7 health once we're at level 12. This build obviously goes past level 12, but I'm going to keep it to that. Beacon gives us, or I guess we would choose a cantrip here. I really like the ability to pull a creature 3 meters, because this can actually just end some creatures just by pushing them off the edge. Mind Thrust is nice for a ranged option, but we can do pretty much similar damage, if not better, at close range, so it's better to just go with that. But Psychic Hammer can have some usefulness. Beacon's nice to light up your character as well, if you want something for just appearances. Now, for our next Psionic Discipline here, I think it's best to go with... we can go into like a Psionic Throwing build and go Tavern Brawler if you want. Psionic Weapon does have some nice benefits, like you can make your weapon deal half damage even on a miss. Lethal Strike will add additional psychic damage. And Augmented Weapon can give a bonus to attack and damage rolls. This one does require concentration, however. I like the Psychic Assault though, because this gives us some nice spells, like we can blast creatures from range. Eagle Whip can give the target not being able to disappear and hide. Ad Insinium can also do some psychic damage and prevent them from taking actions except for melee attacks, which is nice, especially in a caster. Psychic Blast, 8d8 psychic in a cone. It's huge. It's really, really huge. So you want to be using this often whenever you can, especially with the Resonance Stone, which makes all of these much more powerful. And then Psionic Crush, or Psychic Crush, can also be extremely powerful. So those are 2 Psionic Disciplines that do a lot of damage. Now, once we get to level 6 or 4 here, we get the Strength of Mind, get proficiency in the saving throw of your choice. As well, we get to take our intelligence up. You can also add in Tavern Brawler here if you want to go throwing, but I feel like that comes along a little bit later. Now, there is the Bestial form we can take. It gives Bestial Claws and Bestial Transformation. However, I do think that there's actually some better choices down here. So we can go with our Psionic Weapon here, which will enhance the weapon and give us extra damage. So I think that this one works well because it does work with the Soul Knife. So that's perfect. At level 6, we get our subclass feature that gives us 2 psi points when we take out a target. So obviously, that's really good because we're going to be taking them out often. And the more the merrier. The more psi points we can get, the better. Now, I like to go also with, if we go back down to here, there's most of the melee focused ones are down here, which is nice. Nomadic Step can give us some movement, teleport up to 6 meters. Reaction, increase armor class by 4 as well. There's the there and back again, teleport back and forth, swap position with an ally, swap position with an enemy, and create 2 linked portals. So this one's really nice. I do think it's almost better to take later on, but if you want, you can take it right here because it's good to give you some extra mobility. I do think also that going with the the telepathic subjugation here, because we can get ourselves hold person and give critical hits within 3 meters, and then hold monster and dominate person. These are really good because critical hits, just a guaranteed critical hit is incredible. Now at level 8 we get a huge power spike with the Psionic Strike, and this is where we should take Tavern Brawler, because with Tavern Brawler we can now, I would just taking probably Constitution 15 there, or you can use Constitution Amulet. But with Tavern Brawler we can go with our Psionic Throwing here. So with this we get ourselves the ability to give a weapon the throwing property, so our little knives there get thrown and they'll return to our hand. So that's big double up there. We can also add this to any weapon, which makes this pretty strong. But for the Soul Knife, we're just going to keep it like this because it deals psychic damage and additional psychic damage. So Ricochet, whenever one of your thrown weapons misses, you can repeat the attack roll on another creature within 18 meters of the original target. That's huge. Extra damage. And Deadly Precision here. Augment your focus and accuracy, adding your intelligence modifier to thrown weapon attack and damage rolls. It's obviously really good. It's a concentration, but it lasts until long rest as a bonus action. It's good. And at level 10 here, we get another Psionic Talent here, so you can pick whatever you'd like. You can go with the Light Step if you want to increase movement speed by 3. Does use a bonus action there, so that can be nice for getting extra range. Level 11 gives us a Psionic Mastery charge. Now level we get to 12, we get our final Psionic Discipline here. So there's a few that I like. Titanic Presence can give you like the Rage, which can be good to give yourself extra damage here. However, there is some other options, like we can go, as I said, the Nomadic Step gives us teleportation and allows us to move around the battlefield a little bit more freely. So that's really good. And then we're going to take Alert or Intelligence Increase, so you can go with either of these perks here. Intelligence will give us more to damage and attack roll, so that's something that we like there. Now what this is going to look like is we're going to, now I'm just using random armor here just from a mod, but we have 21 armor class with this, 2 weapons, and then we have ourselves the 2 weapon fighting there, so always make sure that that's active. And then we got ourselves the ability to add multiple damage types. We got Energy Infusion, so if you want to add any type of damage, so energy, thunder, lightning, fire, etc. You can go with the Snowburst ring and put cold damage and then stab people to do cold and make an ice surface around them so they lose concentration, which is really good. So basically what we want to be doing is we want to set up with our different abilities here. So just trying to find where they're at. We do have a few that are really effective. So our Psionic Bond will last until long rest. This gives us the ability to it'll basically make it so that we throw our weapon and it comes back. Hone the Blade here, we can give our Psionic weapons a +4. So this makes them even stronger. You can see there, they're doing a lot of damage. And psychic damage, so if you had the Resonance Stone, you double your damage. It was incredible. We got the Psionic Alacrity there, which gives us the effects of an extra attack. Ethereal Weapon will transform our weapon, dealing half upon missing the target. So whenever we go into a weapon attack, if we were to miss, we still deal damage, which is crazy. And we always have this reaction, 1d8 of psychic damage, which is crazy. You can see there it takes enemies out really quickly. The Psionic Bond, though, is really good because this just gives us the ability to throw our weapons around and get them back. And then we can add our intelligence modifier to weapon and damage rolls with this Deadly Precision. So obviously that's really good. So leaving camp to go show this off in combat, it's very powerful, guys. Having 2 attacks is one thing, but also having the ability to deal double damage with your psychic and also throw your weapons, have it come back. You can do your Psionic Grip, so you do have some casting, and even like things like Psionic Hammer to push or pull creatures. Psionic Crush can stun targets, which is huge. And then also we got ourselves the Psionic Blast, which is like a psychic cone of cold doing upwards of 10d8. Look at that range, that's insane. So yeah, it hits hard. This is a build that's very fun to use and quite strong as well. So I'll show you off what this looks like in a combat encounter, because it's going to trigger combat. And then we can just go up ahead here, and what's nice about this is we can also use our bonus action Deadly Precision here, and this will be our concentration as a bonus action, and then we can start throwing our weapons. So we can throw that there and make sure that we find our Soul Knife that has the bonuses, and boom. I don't think I can reach a target there. Oh, wait, there's one right there. My bad. So you're going to throw it and one-shot them. Yeah, that was better than I thought it was going to do. But you can also do Blade Fury as an attack there, so that was insane. I don't even know what I should do with this. I'm just going to end my turn because that was ridiculous. One single throw, and with all the extra damage we were able to deal, that was crazy. So he's going to make his way up here foolishly, and then we'll take care of the rest of them. But you can already see that this is a very powerful build because the psychic damage can be doubled, but also the fact that you can throw, you can get up in their face and attack with your weapon. You can do the Blade Fury, which allows you to strike multiple enemies. Slice and Dice, which does 2 attacks to an enemy too. So there's quite a few good choices that we got. So we'll go up here and we'll just go stab, stab, and we got our Psionic Strike there. So that did a good amount of damage. For some reason it didn't attack twice, and we can't use that one again. I guess that uses our bonus action as well. So then we can just go and stab, and that took him out, and we still get another attack. So that's really nice. So we can just go ahead with our throw and throw our weapon here. Should be able to hit her. I think that works. Yeah, good damage there, and we get our knives back. So yeah, that was pretty strong. I can't retreat. We'll just let that happen. She's going to cast Darkness. Knew it. That's what happens every time. She's going to run up there and Shadow Step to the other side. That's fine. He's going to run around. But yeah, as I was saying, we got throwing. We can just attack naturally. So I'm just going to run back here. And then with this, we also have spellcasting. So we can go with a Psychic Blast here, which hits both of them from right here. So that's obviously very strong. Boom, it took out both of them. 68 damage. Yeah, this is very powerful. So the Soul Knife, the Mystic, both of these things are incredible. The Mystic being very powerful, and even just a casting version is strong, but this was a nice combination with our Psychic Blast here dealing a good amount of damage, but also the ability to go with throwing. I'll just show off one more combat encounter because we still have a ton of psi points here to spend, and I just want to go fight some guards. So that that Psionic Blast is nice because you can just hit so many people from range, and that's what's nice about it. Because if you have the Resonance Stone, that's going to be huge damage, and you just get up right in their face. I might even try to get some more with them and go boom, boom, and take out as many as I can. Crazy. So yeah, you can see there, a lot of them drop. A lot of them drop. So yeah, this is pretty strong and very fun as well. So we still got ourselves a bonus action, so we can do a Step of a Dozen Places, teleport there and back again. Light Step, Ethereal Weapon if you want to put this on for 10 turns because we lost that. We do have a concentration already active, so something like Lethal Strike or an Ethereal Weapon can be good, so we'll just throw that on. We haven't even taken damage yet, and we're already wiping people out. It is very powerful, but if you're using mods that increase damage of enemies, it can be really strong. We even had a critical block there. I should have moved everyone around. They're starting to hit there. But yeah, what's nice about this build is you get a lot of damage without really... You do gotta think to be able to apply like the best use case for your for when you're fighting, but overall I find that this does a great amount of damage, and it's a whole lot of fun to use as well. So yeah, the Soul Knight in the Mystic class. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. This is a very fun class for a variety of reasons. They're going hard at our characters there. Again, playing on Tactician, this is the worst, because they always shove you right off any edge that you're near. I feel like this has happened in the last 3 of my videos, so yeah, no more Mystic showing off there. Gotta be careful near edges, but thank you so much for watching. Hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already. I'll see ya in the next video.